Greetings, Alex. How are you?
Hello, Tonya. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Where are you calling in from?
Sweden, southern parts.
Fantastic. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining us.
thanks.
How was your day so far?
It's good. Yeah,
Good.
it's pretty good.
Is it there?
What?
What time is it there?
It's 10 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 4 p.m. here, so you're 6 hours ahead of us.
Where are you?
I'm in Maryland, Columbia, Maryland, about
Ah,
minutes outside of Washington, D.C.
okay.
Have you been to the States yet?
No. Oh yeah. One time, but I don't know if it counts. I was to Vegas.
Oh, yeah, Vegas counts.
Yeah. It's kind of, another world.
Yeah, Vegas counts.
Yeah, okay. And I've been there. I've been, flight transfer in Chicago. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
beautiful. So what do you do full time?
I do networks.
Okay.
Yeah, been doing that since 2012. So it
Mostly
was
in the Sweden marketplace or internationally?
international. I started here in Sweden only, but you know how it is. It grows after some time.
Yeah,
Now we have, teams all over the place.
fantastic.
Are we? I recognize your name. Are we connected on Facebook?
Let me see.
Tonya.
That's easy to
Yeah, I
find.
think so. Tonya, hold on.
You
No.
know, the world gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah, in this industry, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, but we're going to be connected now.
For sure.
Is it a picture of you with a blue shirt?
Yeah, and a hat, I think.
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
That's it.
There we go. Confirm. It's too late now. Yeah.
I know Johnson's coming. We were just chatting. So how's things been for you guys as far as your quarantine? Is it really strict or is it kind of loose?
Sweden is making headlines because we have no quarantine. We don't have lockdown.
Wow.
So here it's
Hello.
Hello.
Hey man.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, man. I know. Couple of years.
Good to see you like this.
Thanks. You too, man.
It brings a lot of memories,
Yeah. Zoom memories.
Zoom memories.
Yeah. Hold on, let me close my door here.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna
Okay.
log on to my cell phone and just go outside my door here because we have a kid that's gonna go to sleep. I'm just gonna log in through the phone instead.
How was your day, Johnson?
Yes, I'm here.
How was your day?
I'm here. Some dog is barking at my back door. I am waiting for the other invitees to come on. I'm sure anytime from now, so that we can start immediately. Yeah.
Sounds good. Let's give him a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Alex clicks over to his cell phone, I wanted to start with the intro video so we can get that started while we're waiting for the others to join us for the full presentation.
Okay.
What kind of dog do you have?
Come again?
What kind of dog do you have?
It's a local one. It's, I don't even know the type of dog it is actually, but it's just barking at the back there, making noise.
We're a cat family. Pretty much everyone in my family has cats. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Awesome.
Now, let's see now. Okay, you can start if if you're not waiting for other people.
Well, I'm going to start just the intro video, and then Johnson can do the formal introduction of me after this video. But I wanted to just a clip of a recap of our launch of a rideshare company that we had in February. It was like Vegas 2.0. It was a great time. So you'll see lots of fun. We had people from over 40 different countries come and be able to participate in it. It was perfect timing because maybe a week after that, everybody got locked down. So it was just perfect time everywhere. So I'm going to share that video just to give you a glimpse of the excitement that you can look forward to with our company. And you should be able to see my screen. Thumbs up?
Yep. Thumbs up.
Live this morning on KFMK in Houston. Right here in my backyard. H-Town, baby. And so now it's time for us to accelerate and to put your dreams in motion. All that we're going to do in 2020 starts right now. We're going to put them in motion. 1, 2. We barely scratched the scratch of the surface. But there's so much more that we can do with iBuu, and we're going to do it. U stands for something.
Accelerate.
Loyalty.
Accelerate.
Unity.
Accelerate.
And edification.
Yeah, I accelerated. I'm going fast now. You know they don't want these. I feel like a cash cow. Stack it up. I put all my money in Teslas. Trying to catch up, it ain't fast enough. We don't win, it's unanimous. I do a boomerang out on the plane. Somewhere in the range. Yeah, we put it up.
So therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, one who even as the mayor of the 4th largest city in the United States, I'm inspired by what you do. Therefore I proclaim this day, February 23rd, 2020, as Early and Holton Bugs Day.
Yeah, I'm on the gas and I'm going fast. I accelerated. 200 and it's on the dash. I accelerated. Always first, never coming last. I accelerated. Take flight, yeah, first class. I accelerated. You know I accelerate. Every day I gotta celebrate. And you know I had to elevate. Every morning gotta meditate. All this paper that I'm finna make. Feel like Jordan cause I bought a day. $1 million, yeah, it's on the way. I'ma be the one they nominate. Every day feel like a holiday. I ain't playing, I'ma get it. I don't want my car to be rented. And I want my windows tinted. I just wanna be independent. Feeling like the lieutenant. Money man in the system. And you know I'm finna get it.
So you see, we have a fantastic time with pretty much everything. And hello, Eric, welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Wonderful. Well, we'll get started. We're just showing a recap video from the launch of our rideshare company that we had earlier this year as our second vertical for our business. And Johnson's going to take a quick second to introduce me, and then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of how we make money around here.
Okay.
Yes. Hello, good evening from Ghana. And I just want to say thank you to Eric and Alex for making the time to come on this call on such a short notice. Actually, I didn't think that they were going to be able to make it, but I think because of the friendship we share, they all managed to come on. I'm looking forward to two other people, one from Nigeria and then another person from Ghana. Actually, this is just a small group meeting. And so I just want to say thank you guys for coming on this meeting, and I'm so honored to have you here. Our honorable lady you see there is sitting somewhere in America. I'm sure social distancing herself in her home, just as we are all doing from our various countries because of the COVID actually. And you know, we are all we are all at home now because of what is going on actually, and it's as if the world is coming I don't know, not to an end, but to a different level now. And so we're looking for opportunities as to what we can do whilst we are home and not able to move the way we wanted to do. And fortunately for me, I happen to have spoken to Miss Lawrence, and she had actually shown me something earlier, I think some months back, but I didn't really pay much attention. So somewhere last 2 weeks or so, I started contacting her again to see what she actually showed me so that we could look into it. And I think it's been interesting so far. So I decided that why not speak to a few friends so that we can actually delve more deeper into it and see what is in for us. So that's the reason why I invited you guys. And Miss Lawrence, I'm sure, Alex, I don't know whether you still remember her. We used to rock back some years back. And she's a big woman. I know her to be a big woman, you know, very experienced businesswoman. And she is going to be a lead facilitator. She's actually my boss, let me say, for now, that she's my boss, and she's a leader in the business, and I'm sure she's going to open up things for us to be able to see what is in and what we can do with it. And so
Johnson, you froze on us, it looks like.
No.
He did a wonderful job, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, like he said, on such short notice. And Alex, I think we figured it out. We must have known each other from years back. We were trying to figure it out, like, we kind of look like each other. And we connected on Facebook. What was it? So Johnson saved the day for us and solved the mystery. But thank you all for joining us. Very excited about what's going on. Our company started March of 2019, and in that short 1 year period of time, our first calendar year from March to end of December, we made over $50 million in revenue as a company, paid out over $6 million in commissions to people like you and I. During that time frame, or during that whole year, we have garnered over 800,000 free customers around the world in 180 countries, and we have over 60,000 ambassadors, independent ambassadors for the company. And so what I'm going to talk to you about tonight is something that is going to be a complete shift in your mindset. So I really need you to keep an open mind. We'll have plenty of time to get questions answered, but we're going to talk to you about something that's completely different from anything you've seen before. So I'm going to share my screen so we can look at this PowerPoint together. The name of our company is iBuumerang. And of course, with anything, when you're talking about dollars and cents, we want to go ahead and give our disclaimer that just like anything in life, you get out of it what you put into it. So we're going to talk about money. I'm going to show you some of the figures that can be made but it absolutely requires you plugging into our systems that we already have put together and then executing on it on your own behalf as well. So our CEO, he really thought it was time for network marketing to evolve. He wanted consumers to have a first-class customer experience, and he wanted the opportunity for ambassadors around the world to make money without selling anything. He wanted to take network marketing from the old taxi cab era. I don't know if you guys still have taxi cabs where you are. In the United States, you have to go to New York City or Las Vegas to get a taxi cab. They're like dinosaurs now. We don't have them anymore. So he wanted to take it from that era where in network marketing, we all had products and our customers had to pay more for this product than they can get it anywhere else so that distributors can be paid. And there was nothing wrong with that model. It works if it still works for you. If you don't have your product being swiped and put on Amazon, it may still work for you, but he wanted to change that. He wanted to bring us to the modern era, more like the Uber era. And he wanted to make sure that we make money when our customers save money. And he wanted to bring technology to the forefront to help our ambassadors be successful. So here's a little bit about our CEO and our visionary. In 1990, he started in the world of network marketing. For his first 7 years in the industry, he made more than $500 a month. And I'm not talking about he made $500 every month. That was like his best 2 months out of that 7-year time frame. But when people have asked him, why did you stay so long? Why did you stay for 5 years if your best months were only $500? He said that's where he learned the most. He had to learn how to change his mindset from being an employee to an entrepreneur. He had to learn how to become a network marketing professional. He had to learn self-development. There were so many things that he learned during that 7-year period that allowed him to move into the next phase that you see, where he developed a formula and a system for people to achieve rapid success. And then he actually put that into practice for the first major push in 2009, when he helped a company start. He helped them put together their marketing plan. He helped them put together their compensation plan. He helped that company go from $0 in revenue to $3 billion in revenue. He made for himself $110 million in commissions. He holds the record in network marketing for the individual to earn the most money from one position ever in network marketing around the world. But when you talk to him, he will tell you that that is not what he's most proud about. That is not his crowning achievement. What he's most proud about is the fact that this system and the environment that he put together helped create 45 different multimillionaires. And so he did that all as a distributor for another company. Fast forward, he was still working as a distributor. He was traveling around the world, traveling with Eric Worre and Tony Robbins, being a motivational speaker, talking to the top level network marketers about how to excel their businesses. He was working with CEOs of different companies, talking to them about how they can change the network marketing model to help more distributors win. No one really wanted to take him up on it because it meant taking a little bit more money out of the executives' pockets or the CEO's pockets. They didn't want to move forward on it. And so he said, you know, I just need to do this. I need to move forward and make this happen. And so he started his own company in 2019. Here's a little bit more of a broader picture of our leadership team. With him, beside him is our VP of Operations, Mr. T. Gray, and beside him is Mark Kithcart, who is our VP of Marketing. They have both been with our CEO for the last 12 years or more, and they are two of those people that he helped become multimillionaires. On the far right, you'll see Mr. David Manning, and he's the CEO of the travel division for our company. At the far bottom left, you have Mr. Peter Hirsch. He's a network marketing attorney who has also joined our company as a distributor. That's not something that you hear a lot, but he is well respected in the network marketing field, the industry, and he's also on the board of our foundation, and his title is our Chief Giving Officer. In the middle, we have Mr. Edwin Haynes. He's our Global Master Ambassador. So our CEO wanted to make sure he still had an ear to the ground, and he put one of the best people in the position to do that. And so Mr. Edwin Haynes is traveling the world on a constant basis, going out and meeting with the distributors, working with them, doing presentations. He's been to Sweden, he's been to Africa, he's been to Europe, he's been to Spain. He's been all over just in the last 12 months, working with people and sometimes on multiple occasions to these various companies to help build leaders. And so he is with the field, but he's also right there with corporate, knowing what's going on to make sure that the field is enthralled in everything. And then last, but definitely not least, is our queen of travel, Miss Lori Spears. She is the director of travel for us, but she's not just the director of travel for us. She also sits on the board of many companies. One of them is Carnival Cruise Line, which is the biggest cruise line in the world. She recently testified for Congress in the United States on behalf of the entire cruise industry. They wanted to have her tell them, you know, what things needed to be done to the cruise industry and to make sure it wasn't negatively impacted. And so she's just a dynamite person, and we're so blessed to have her on our team. And so how will we bring this vision to the world? You know, I talked about having great customer service and having technology that helps ambassadors be successful. It all starts with our PRIB. And when you hear the word PRIB, it stands for Perpetual Residual Income Builder. But I want you to think Alexa. I want you to think Siri. I want you to think about any other technology that's rapid and moving and changing the way things are done in the world. This is what our PRIB is. Our PRIB is data analytics and artificial intelligence. So that's the technology side, but we've coupled it with world-class people power. And so we brought those together because our CEO realized that there were companies that were coming on board and becoming multi-billion-dollar companies in the blink of an eye. They were doing it by using technology. Think about this, guys. When Amazon started many years ago, we all remember Amazon was only selling books. And so they took that information. Once we buy a book, let's say I bought a book about cooking, they knew now someone, when they're marketing pots and pans, Tonya is the right person to market those pots and pans too. She's bought cooking books. If you bought a book about technology, they knew when technological products came out, that you were the right person to advertise to about technology. And so all of the companies out here that have become multi-billion-dollar companies overnight are not actual service or product providers. Amazon doesn't own any of the products that get distributed through its services around the world. Uber doesn't own a car, and it doesn't own a restaurant. But you got Uber, you got Uber Eats, you got Uber Helicopter. It doesn't even own a helicopter, but they have helicopters now. And so what all of these companies are data companies. And that is the big shift in mindset. We are a data analytics company. When someone's joining and buying into is the PRIB. Let me show you how the PRIB works for you and how it supports you. So when you have a customer, the PRIB will do all the selling for you, for your customers. It will follow up with your customers. It will upsell your customers. When you have a team member, let me stop for just a second. You're probably wondering like, well, how is it doing that and why would it do that for you? Well, think about this. It's something you've been doing forever. When you signed up for WhatsApp, when you signed up for Facebook, LinkedIn, all of these different platforms, they asked you nicely, would you like us to let your friends know you're on this platform? And we all said yes. They accessed our database, and now they made money off of all of our friends using artificial intelligence and data analytics. And we've been doing this. We've been doing it for years and making other people billions of dollars. iBuumerang is just now our opportunity to use our PRIB to do the same thing. So keep that in mind when we're talking about this PRIB. All right, and for your team members, it welcomes your team members when they first join. It does their orientation for them. It does the training, the upgrades. It tells them about the upcoming events. All of that helps with team retention. So if you are someone who likes being able to leverage your time, you still want to build a team, The technology is there to help take care of all of those little things that don't really make you money. What we want to do is do this. We want to have conversations. We want to engage with people. We want to expose people to information. All of the extra stuff can be done on their own time using the technology. So we don't have to spend hours necessarily training someone, doing an orientation. It's right there. It's automated. They get it right away. And they're always getting the same information each time. So let's say you train someone, coach someone on how to be successful. They take the information, they try to duplicate it for someone else. We all know it gets watered down a little bit. So now we can feel very confident that no matter who comes into our organization, what level they're on, they're getting the same information, which is awesome. And so the crib that I talked about is our data analytics and what we do, how we get people in there. This is our equivalent that I talked about Amazon selling books. Our equivalent is our free travel platform. It's called iGo, and that is short for I Go for Less. And this is old. It says 500,000 customers, but it's actually over 800,000. We're just growing by just leaps and bounds. And so we have over 800,000 customers that we've given a free site to, and now they're a part of our crib. And so travel, why did we pick travel? Here's the reason why. Travel is an $8 trillion industry. In Asia alone, on a normal day, they're booking $6 billion a day in travel. That is about $70,000 a second. It's a lot of money being spent on travel. Here's the little secret that I didn't know, and I'm sure many of you didn't know before this presentation, that Booking Holdings and Expedia Group owned all of these companies that you see here on this screen. They owned all of these companies. When I was going out booking trips for my family, the secretary would go out and book trips for us for our corporate trips. We would search several sites and I would say, try this site, try this site. Did you go and look at this site? We thought we were getting a good price, that we were shopping for discounts, but we actually weren't. Two companies own 45 different websites where people book trips. And in 2018, those two companies earned $190 billion from travel bookings alone. This industry is massive, guys. And so now we know that this is the game, and the company is allowing us to pass on savings to our customers. So now we win. We can get our customers in the crib. And so the next question really you should be asking yourself, okay, I understand now it's something I've been doing. It's something I can definitely do because I've been doing it. But does this product really work? I'm going to show you it does. We have some examples. So on the top left, we have a 4.5-star hotel in New York City. That hotel on Expedia was $339 a night. On our site, iGo, again, short for I Go for Less, the customer was able to save $161 a night on that hotel room. Same exact hotel room, same exact accommodations, you know, with breakfast, without, whatever they ordered from that previous hotel, it was $160 cheaper on our site. And when I go through here, I'm going to talk about the savings, and you're going to see in a minute why the savings are so important. This next example is a 4-star hotel on Travelocity in Paris. The hotel booking was $440 per night. On our site, the customer was able to save $310 per night. Now, all of us, we live far enough away that when we go to Paris, we're going to stay for more than one night, right? Yes. So when you go, you're saving on average $300 a night if you would have booked under this scenario. That's phenomenal. I didn't even know that was possible. Rental cars. Here's an example of a rental car purchase. On rentalcars.com, this rental car was $392. On our site, the customer was able to save $171. So just great savings all around. And then here you see some actual bookings, how much their reservation was, what their reward credits were, and how much they saved. But here's my favorite over here. When our CEO was thinking, okay, what concept can I use to change the way network marketing is done to make sure that we're attracting customers in a really attractive way so that we can start using data analytics and artificial intelligence to make money. When travel came up, when he found out about this company, he said, you know, I need to go out here and make sure that this is real. So he wanted to make sure that there were actual windows on the hotel rooms and he wasn't staying in a money pit. So he booked his first trip. His trip ended up being $1,348. He saved $1,589 and got over 1,600 reward credits, which is just great. And you'll see why in a second. So on the site, on the travel booking site that's free for customers, here are some of the things that they'll see on there. They'll see hotels and rental cars that we talked about. We have cruises, flights. Now, flights are on there as a convenience. The FAA does not allow us to receive commissions on flights. They have exclusive homes, $1 million homes all around the world. So if you want to do something different, take your colleagues, your family, whatever, and go and stay at a home instead of a resort, you can do that. It's pretty much the same inventory that is on VRBO, Airbnb, all of those put together. And these exclusive homes that are on here come with a butler for the week. This button is my favorite. It's the weeks button. You get access to locations around the world for 8 days, 7 nights at absolutely amazing prices. My husband and I, we usually travel. We usually take about 3 standard trips per year. Last year we took 6 trips because we had so much extra money based on what our budget was for travel. And because we were saving so much money, we took more trips. One of those trips was a trip to the Dominican Republic. We went and stayed for 8 days, 7 nights in a 5-star resort. It was all inclusive. So that includes our food and our drinks. And we paid $520, not per night, for the entire stay. Now this resort, we had been here before. And when we went before, we paid over $600 a night. So I was so excited to see that price. And I was like, we're absolutely going there. So our marketplace has even more discounts available. And if you own a timeshare, I have people signing up all the time for this reason alone. If you own a timeshare, you can list your timeshare on this site and they will rent the timeshare out for you and send you the money. So it's a way to generate income as well. And some of the additional features that people will see are shore excursions. So I had a couple people who already had cruises booked, and it was before I knew about it or they knew I had access to these discounts. So I just gave them a free website so that they could book their shore excursions and get a discount. There's theme parks, there's outdoor activity, shopping rewards, golf. If you are a golfer, you're gonna love this because the discounts that you get on your fees are just phenomenal. Wine club that's second to none. Gift cards. Remember I talked about the rewards points, a slide or two back. Well, those reward points, you get them when you book a hotel, a rental car, a cruise, a flight. Even though no commissions are paid, you still get rewards points. You can take those reward points you got from a flight and use them for a cruise in the future or a rental car. But lo and behold, I like using it for gift cards. I get to go and get their rewards credits, use it for gift cards and go shopping. We have restaurant savings, world tours, anywhere you want to go to Greece, you want to go to Spain, anywhere you want to go in the world, they have phenomenal world tours on there. We have emergency travel for our customers. When I talked about making sure that we make money when our customers save money, the company really wanted to make sure they stood behind that model. So what they did is they put a price guarantee in place. You can feel very comfortable giving the site to your friends and your family, everyone you know, because no matter what, if they book a room on our site and then see it cheaper later, the company is going to give them 100% of the difference plus an extra 10% off for the inconvenience. So love the price guarantee. Oh, and this little cute card here, we'll talk about that in just a second. So here is how we get paid. Again, it's all based on the savings. These are the same exact sites. This is for someone who's an ambassador. This one is for someone who's a free customer. So an ambassador can save up to 7% off of their hotels or whatever they have on the platform. Your customer that you gave the free site to because you wanted to be able to collect their data and put them in the crib, whenever they use the site, they're going to save half of whatever you save. So in this example, this ambassador saved 41% on a trip to Mexico to a 5-star resort, but the customer is going to save 20%. Remember, he paid nothing to get access to this site. He would have went to Travelocity, Expedia, or whatever sites he went to before, but now just because you gave them access to the free site, he is going to save $212 on this trip. Phenomenal. We talked earlier about how we already do this, right? When we get a great steak or we have a wonderful meal or we go see a great movie, first thing we do is tell people about it. My husband is a cigar smoker, a beer drinker. So if he finds a new stout somewhere or has a great steak, he's going to call his friends, or when he gets to the lounge, he's going to tell his friends. No one ever sends him a check for doing that. And so here you go. You gave your friend this free website, colleague, your customer, this free website. They went and saved $212 because they booked it on their own. They're so excited. The company is going to give you, as the ambassador, 50% of whatever the savings were for that customer. That is great. So you just got $106 for giving someone a free website that they were going to book a trip for anyway. Now the company says we're also going to take 35% of the money that's available, and we're going to pay it out in commissions to the airline. And I'll show you how that impacts you in the future. Let's put together like a model. Let's say I'm a numbers person. My husband and I, we own an investment banking firm for over 24 years. We facilitated financing for businesses. And so every time I look at something, I'm looking at the models, I'm running numbers, I'm saying, how do I get from point A to point B? How do I make this amount of money? Luckily for me, when they presented this information to me, they had a lot of models put together and it made it very easy to go out and share it with others. And so here's a model. If you decided, listen, I want to give 10 people the website and see how it goes. You could do that in a day. You go find 10 people that you know who travel, your sister, your cousin, your mother, your uncle, your brother, your neighbor, and a few people at work. Give that to them the first day you're in the business. Well, over the course of some time, we know that this pandemic is going to slow down and borders are going to open everywhere and people are going to go absolutely bananas. Everyone is waiting to get out of the house and travel. And so when they do, we want to be in a position where we're in front of them already with this free travel site. We want to have them going on there, booking trips now while the prices are really cheap. Alex, I'm headed to Vegas for a conference with the company in August. I looked at the price 3 weeks ago for the room I wanted to stay in. It was about 80 bucks. I looked yesterday, it was 120 bucks. I was like, okay, it's time to book it because Vegas is getting ready to open their state again and the prices are going to be through the roof in no time. So people everywhere, I'm telling them, if you have an idea or even an inkling that you want to go somewhere, book your trips now because the prices are going to be ridiculous when we are able to travel again because everybody, the demand is going to be so great and we are in the perfect position. So let's say you gave it away to 10 people. Bye, sweetheart. Have a good day. Let me know when you get there. My oldest son works for Amazon. It's his first big job. He worked 5 hours yesterday. It was really cute. And his feet were hurting so bad. And I said, well, it's good you didn't work 8 hours. He said, yeah, I'm really glad I didn't pull a double. I lost it. This poor child thinks 8 hours is a double. You gotta love it. So we have here in this example, we have 10 people who gave their free site to. On average, they can save about $600. We saw with Paris for one night, they could save $300. So now $600 in savings times 10 people is $6,000 in savings. Remember, half of that comes back to you. So that's $3,000 in commissions that will come to you, giving those 10 people the free sites. Now, let's say the person saves $600. Do you think they're coming back next year or later this year with their next trip because they are now able to save so much money? I would say definitely. We talked about that extra 35% that the company is going to pay out. So here's how it impacts you. Let's say you decide, you know what, I really like this. I want to build a team. I know people in my city, in my country, I know people all over the world that would love to have an opportunity right now. And I'm going to tell you that statement's true because our from March actually doubled in the month of April. We have been growing so fast during this pandemic, and a country that grew the fastest was Italy because they were in complete lockdown there. So people are now home and they're looking for an opportunity. So it's a perfect opportunity for, number one, people to have a home-based business since they're at home, and number two, for them to position themselves in front of what's probably going to be the biggest industry to come out of this pandemic. And so here you go. If you build a team, this example shows a team of 50. But let's say you only introduce the first 3 to 5 people, they introduce 3 to 5 people, and so on. And so, a month later or so, you got 50 people on your team. Those 50 people say, we all want to get our 10 customers right away. Now, 50 times 10 is 500 customers. Where those customers go, they book a trip because everyone's ready to go somewhere this year. Just get to a beach as soon as possible. They all book a trip. They save $600. Here's what that means for you. On average, not just from the people that you personally sponsor, but from their customers, you're going to earn about a 10% override on average from all of those customers, those 500 customers. These are people that you did not know, you didn't have a connection with, but you just be smart at a very opportune time and leverage this technology. And so that equals about $58 a day, $1,700 a month, or an extra $20,000 a year in additional passive residual income you didn't have to do anything for. And guys, travel is just our first vertical. Our second vertical is one of the fastest growing parts of the travel industry, and that is rideshare. So here's our crib again. We gather the customer, we give them the free site, they go into the crib. The crib is doing all that work for you. It's selling to your customers, marketing to them, talking to them about things that they might need to know when they book their trip. And let's say your customer or your team member's customer goes and flies into Disney in Orlando, Florida, because they promised these kids a trip to Disney after all of this madness is over. Well, when they get to Disney, they'll get an alert from the crib, our version of Alexa or Siri, saying, hey, we have rideshare services. We know you need a ride to your hotel because we can see it on our system. Why don't we use our Vibe rides for free the first time? And then after that, they'll be, because our Vibe is super sexy. People get to choose their Vibe, literally. They get to choose the music that they want, the temperature of the car, whether or not they want the driver to talk to them. They get to also choose if they're a female, if they only want a female driver to pick them up. So just super awesome, choose your Vibe service. So again, it's just our second vertical, but because your customer is in that crib, every time a new vertical rolls out, technology is going to introduce it to your customer. So we are literally getting paid because the same time that we signed up for Facebook and we gave them access to our contacts, and now every time our contacts are on Facebook, they get ads for different things. We know nothing about it. The technology is doing it, but we're not getting paid. Now we're going to get paid. So rideshare right now is a $24 billion industry. We're looking to get to $1.2 trillion. With our rideshare, there are 3 ways you can get paid. You get paid if you decide to drive personally. You can get paid whenever you give someone the free app to be a driver. You can get paid when you give someone the free app to be a customer as well. So let's look at how you get paid, what those numbers look like. This is just a basic breakdown, and we're using $100 just to keep the numbers even. We know most fares will be a little bit cheaper than that. But in this example, the driver took this drive, you gave him the free app, he's going to earn 75% of the fare. So he earned $75. You're going to earn 3% because you gave them the free app. So you earn $8 sitting at home on the other side of the world. Johnson, because he brought you to this conference call, is going to earn 3% as well. The company's going to pay him. And so on this other side, we actually have a rider, a customer. Remember, your customer flew in because they wanted to take their kids to Disney. You're also going to get paid 3% for that customer. You didn't tell him about the rideshare service. All you did was gave him the free access to the site. The computer does the rest. Technology does the rest. Johnson will also earn 3% because he introduced you to the concept. So there's just so much money that's being made right now on every rideshare ride that's being had. And again, we told people about Uber. I'm sure you did. I know I did. We never got to it. We never got the opportunity to get paid. And the company is really about the ethos, about doing good. And that's why our name is iBoomerang. A boomerang, if you throw it right, and it's not a stick, throw it out and it comes back to you. So for us, we throw out goodwill. And that goodwill is our free sites that people get to use to get access to. What comes back to us is money. But one of those things that we also throw out is goodwill through our foundation. Our CEO, at the same time he developed the company, set up our Boom Foundation. Our Boom Foundation says that every time we give someone the free travel site, every time they activate it, the first time, we're going to send a nourishing meal to a child somewhere in need. And every time someone uses a rideshare service, we'll also send a nourishing meal to a child in need. So I really just love the concept that not only does the CEO want each of us to make more money than we can anywhere else, he wants to make sure that we're doing good at the same time. So the question is, do you boomerang? And I hope the answer is yes, I boomerang. We are developing these smart codes so that you'll be able to just have people scan the codes and give them a 6-digit code that ties directly to you. Once someone puts that 6-digit code in, right now we use a website, but once they put that 6-digit code in, now they are tied to you forever. So anytime they use any of the sites, you'll get paid. You'll get paid while you're sitting on the beach. You'll get paid while you're doing IT work for someone. You'll get paid while you're having, a holiday dinner. This is just a wonderful concept. So let's talk about team building, because we're all here, and I think we're all at the age where we're looking at how do I get to a point where my money is making money for me so that I don't have to work for money until the day I die. And here's one of the ways that you can do it. You can build your own team of people, and the company will pay you fast start bonuses right away. So it's putting money in your pocket every week to just get you started. That travel money, the rideshare money, that's all money that will come over a month or two as people start to travel. But this is right here, right now. You can make this money next week. And so what the company says is that you on your first level, the people that you bring in, when they come in at coach class, you'll earn $22.50. Business class, you'll earn $45. And first class, you'll earn $90. What they're also going to do is pay you for the people that second level. Let's say these people that you brought in, they're excited. They want their own team members. They're going to pay you for those people that they bring in as well. They'll actually pay you down to 7 levels. It shows here how many active team members you need on each level in order to get paid down to 7 levels, but we're running a promotion right now. You get your first 2 team members, and the CEO will pay you down 7 levels for the following month. And so here's some more upfront right now. Every week we get paid. Monday is payday. So we completely changed our perspective on Mondays. We love Mondays. Mondays, everybody's excited to get up and see a wallet. And so we have a dual team or a binary commission as well. When you come into the company, here's Johnson here. He's got some longer hair today. But when you come in, you're going to automatically fall on his left side or his right side. Now, this is our first call with Johnson. We have some more people that we will be talking to and bringing in. So when you come in, you're going to fall at the top of one of these positions. The people that come in after you are automatically going to fall under you on either side. So that now puts you in a position where you're earning residual income and additional income off of people that you may not know, but because we're all working collectively as a team, you're able to, the higher you get up in that binary, more money you can make. And so the company will take a snapshot on Sunday to say how much money was generated from each of those teams. And so on this example, the left team did $10,000 in volume. The right team did $5,000 in volume. The company is going to pay up to 20% on the volume of the lesser team. And that's just an incentive for you not to let one of your teams go to the wayside. You want to work with both teams. It would be lovely if both of his teams did $10,000 in volume that week, right? That's what they want to shoot for. So in this example, that person just got an extra $1,000 in commissions that week. And again, that's paid on a weekly basis. And so how do you get started? It's really simple. We start off with a registration package. The registration package is $49.95. They call it standby, and I equate it to being on standby at the airport. If you're on standby, you got through the security gate, but you're still kind of leery and nervous, wondering if you're going to make it to your destination, to get to the wedding, to get to the party, wherever you're going, you're on standby, you're in limbo. So that's how I want you to think about this package. It really just gets you in the door and allows you to have a spot in the binary. It locks your spot in, but there are some limitations to it. So with this, you get one of the customer sites. You don't get the actual TSA site where you could save up to 70%. You could save up to 35% as a customer. You get 5 boomerangs that you can give away to people. You earn 25% of the available commission. So in that example where the customer saved $212 and they received $106 in commission, with this package, you would only receive $25. So you only get 25% of the available. If you have a group that's traveling, you can send that, refer it into the actual travel agency. They will do all the work, book it, put it together. If you know of any corporate functions that are coming up, destination weddings, family reunions, you can refer that all in. You put your hands up, they coordinate it, they do everything, they put together the payment plans, you get a check for 25%. We have an interactive presentation that is awesome. It's in 7 different languages. So I've been able to build teams around the world. I've got teams in 5 different countries by using that interactive presentation. They select the language that they want to listen to it in, and they're able to use that same video to grow their business around the world. And so that presentation comes with this, and you get an online management system that's second to none. So this package is $49.95, gets you in the door, gets you started, and it's $49.95 per month to host the crib, to make sure your customers never pay for anything, and takes care of all your technology for you. Now, if you want to build, you want to really make some money with this company, you're going to upgrade to one of the builder packages. And here they are. We have coach class, business class, and first class. And I'll break down the difference between them. With coach class, you personally save money on your hotels, flights, and rental cars. When you get to business class, you can also save money on cruises. When you get to first class, you get access to everything. Remember the weeks button that I talked about, the ability to list timeshares, the exclusive homes, you get access to everything at first class. All right, so with the boomerangs at coach, you can give away 10 of those boomerangs. You still don't receive 100% of the commissions. You're going to earn 50% of the commissions when your customer travels. At business class, you get 25 boomerangs, and now you earn 100% of the commissions whenever someone books a hotel, rental car, or cruise. First class, if you've ever flown first class, you know that's the place where you want to go. They're giving you your drinks before the plane takes off. Some of them even have showers that freaking come with your first class seat. So first class is where you want to be, just for the luxuries that come with it. So with first class, you are able to earn 100% of the commissions on everything that's on the site except for flights. So it makes a huge difference in your earning potential going from coach class to first class. And so that dual team that we talked about, that weekly commission for the team, at coach, you earn 10%, business class, you earn 12%, and first class, you earn 15%. Again, just another thought process that I had. If I'm going to do the same work, I'm going to introduce the same amount of people, I'm not going to do anything different. Do I want to earn 10% for introducing those people or 15%? I went with 15%. Luxury experiences, because we have access to travel, resorts from all over the world call on us. They want us to out because within a year and a month, we were able to, or 2 months now, oh my goodness, 14 months with time's flying so by so fast. Within that time frame, we were able to gather 800,000 customers. They want us to come to their resorts. They want us to see what they have because they know we're going to go back and tell our customers. So we get luxury experiences all over the world. And when we go, if you're coach class, you get to book during general release. If you're business class, you get to book a week before everyone else. And first class gets to book a week before business class, and 2 weeks before coach. So that's important because if we are going somewhere, right now we have 80,000 ambassadors, 60,000 ambassadors. If we're going somewhere that only has 15,000 rooms or 15,000 villas, then only the first 15,000 people get to go. So being at first class means that you get to book before anyone else and make sure you get your spot. Also the packages. So they are $250 at coach class, business class is $500, and first class is $1,000. But right now, with our current stimulus package that the CEO put together, he's offering first class for only $799. So anyone that gets their first class membership right now can get it for $799. The monthly subscription for hosting all of your technology that makes sure that every time a new vertical is introduced to a customer, you never have to pay anything else. That monthly subscription is $99.95. And I have it set up so that it comes right out of my commissions. You can do the same thing when you earn money, just have it set up in your back office. That subscription comes right out of your commission. So guys, I am just elated to be in a scenario where I've been a part of bringing so much joy to people's lives. In the United States, over 30 million people have filed for unemployment. I know it's not that way in Sweden because you guys don't have the lockdown, but I know in many other countries, and you have residual impact from the other countries that people work with. So the whole world is being impacted by this, and people being forced to leave their jobs or work from home. Many of those jobs will not be returned, especially from small businesses. And the 30 million people that filed for unemployment, those are just people who qualified. There are contractors and subcontractors that don't even qualify to file for unemployment. So at a time where there's so much stress in the world, I've been just so excited to make people say, oh my goodness, there's hope right now. I have a way to make money and get some money in my bank account next week. And so I hope that you feel the same way. You want to join us on this mission and put yourself in front of an opportunity that's about to be a monsoon. I'm telling you, the travel industry is going to be insane, and people are going to want to travel like crazy as soon as they can. So with that said, I would love to answer any of your questions, because I believe in life, there are 2 times where you will have big opportunities to do something that can change the course of generations to come. And I don't know if this iBoomerang opportunity is your first time or it's your second time, but for many of you who are my age or older, this is our second time. We saw something, we heard of something, we kind of looked at it, we didn't understand the concept. And for many of us, if someone would have came to us 6 years ago and told us we had the same opportunity with Uber, we might not have taken it because the concept would have sounded ridiculous. Who's going to pay to get a car? And so here we are with some proven concepts. And now a company is saying, based on these proven concepts and these proven models, I put together a model that everyday people can participate in. And I want those everyday people to be, you and I working together to build this company around the globe and just really change lives. So if there are any questions, I am open to taking questions at this time. You will have to unmute your lines if you want to ask anything.
Hello, Tonya.
Yes, Alex.
This is Alex, yeah. I don't have any questions, but I want to thank you for a really nice presentation. Very clear.
You. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. And I know someone else joined us. It looks like Luxon. Hello, where are you joining us from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria?
Yeah.
Oh, what part?
Lagos.
All right, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Have you here?
Can you see me?
Say it one more time.
I said, can you see me, because the place is very dark over here now. There's no light.
I can't see you, but we can hear you.
Okay. Okay.
And I know it's pretty late there, so thank you for joining us. Did you have any questions based on what you've seen so far?
No, I have a vivid idea about the whole thing. While I was in Europe, I ran into some people who I went to holiday and timeshares and all that and all that. So there are some organizations that have entry into Nigeria where they introduce a platform where you make some money when you do a recharge. Whether you're paying for the decoder, you want to pay your electricity bill, all domestic activities. So when you get involved, in as much as you make your phone call, you pay your electricity bill, you pay for your cable television, everything you do, there's an account they open for you that you make some money. You just make money for each time you get involved. And when you have your friends, when you're in office and your friends want to buy an airtime, a recharge card, they don't have to go out and buy a telephone card. You just have them right there in the office. And for each time you do that, you get some little money drop into your account. And I think it's a very nice one.
Oh yeah, well that's fantastic, because our third vertical is the same thing, airtime with cell phone services. We have a contract in place with Verizon and oh my goodness, T-Mobile. Those two.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like in the United States.
I joined the meeting at about when we were talking about that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll have more and more verticals. Now, I'm great that you understand the concept that the company just plugs that person in one time. We're hands off. We don't have to do anything else. Just every time the company advertises something to them, a way that they can save money and have convenience, we'll get paid because we initially referred them. So I love it.
Yeah.
Eric, any questions?
No. Okay. For me, I seem to be understanding everything very well, So, and my friend invited me from Ghana. His name is Johnson.
Yes.
So he invited me. He's always got my back. Whenever I see something good, he just gets me connected. But I'm I'm a very busy type. So I'm trying to see how I can get connected to things like this. I want to really get involved. And I think the world is going to be interested in this program, because when you see how the pandemic, the corona, the COVID thing shut the whole world down, and people just went hungry overnight. And if these things are put in place, if there's going to be another corona for another 24 months, people are going to keep eating. So I think this platform is really going to help people to come out of the kind of pandemic, I think the hunger that's hit the world is stronger than the virus itself.
Yes. And before you joined us, I just shared with everyone that our company has just been growing leaps and bounds during the pandemic, and the country that grew the fastest was Italy. In Italy, global has the strictest guidelines as far as the quarantine process for them. And so for people who were stuck at home and, like you said, hungry for an opportunity, this was the perfect thing. Our second highest income earner for the month of April was a younger lady from Eritrea who is actually in Norway, but the rest of her team is in Eritrea. So it's just been phenomenal to see the growth in different parts of the world. We had another really high income earner in Spain. And where else? I'm trying to think of some of the other countries. But it's just been wonderful to see all over the globe people who are impacted by something negatively also equally be impacted by something positive, and it's absolutely changing lives. And so, guys, when you talk about being busy, this is absolutely one of those things that you can do while you're busy, because business can get more done, in my opinion. I'm a wife, a mother. We have 4 children. We owned our own investment banking firm. At the same time, we owned a daycare. I thought I was more productive. I feel like I was more productive than being in a scenario where you have one thing to do because your mind can kind of drift. And so when you are busy, you have people that you're coming in contact with because you're busy, you're working with people. It's a great time to pass off information just in passing. Because just like we do anything else, we're going to talk about something. We're going to say, how was your day? You know, what did you eat? Best thing you've done lately? Just to build some type of rapport, you want to be able to add value everywhere you go. And being able to give people something that they want to be able to do, even if it's just a dream for the next month or two and start making some plans, again, puts you in a situation where you're adding tremendous value for people. So as far as being busy, I think that is not a hindrance. Because this doesn't take a lot of time to give someone a free site. It's something you can definitely do and make money with right now while you're with us. Someone else just joined us. Hello and welcome. Please let us know when your audio comes up, what country you're calling in from.
This is Johnson.
Yeah, someone else just joined us as well.
I don't know if anybody joined again, but I think one other friend wanted to join, but she was telling me she was now driving home, so I don't know whether she probably has stopped somewhere. That's why she's joining. Okay. She's Jennifer, actually from Ghana.
Okay, yeah. Hi Jennifer, how are you? Welcome. We're just wrapping up and I'm doing some Q&A, but I would absolutely welcome the opportunity to meet with you one-on-one or with Johnson to do the presentation and share the information with you. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so guys, again, would love for you to get started with us. There are the 2 positions, one on Johnson's right side, one on his left side. This is our first call, so whoever gets in first will be at the top of Johnson's right or the top of Johnson's left. Everyone else that Johnson's a hard worker and knows people all around the world. He's going to have a massive organization. You're at the right time, right place to be at the top of his organization. So if you are ready to go, please text Johnson. Also, everyone, write down my phone number. I'm on WhatsApp. I'm going to type it in the chat, but you can also write it down so that you can reach out to me and get questions answered anytime. It's area code or +1 for the US country code 1443 0526. 1443 353 0526. And again, it's Tonya Lawrence. We are going to just absolutely blowed us out of the water. Our plan is over the next 6 months, another $50,000 in residual income, passive residual income, and create some leaders in different countries. So it may not even be you that wants to take the opportunity to be the leader, but the money's there. Use your connections, introduce us to other sharp people that you know, and just let that money flow up to you because you positioned yourself at the right place at the right time. So thank you so much for joining us. Johnson, please connect with Jennifer. If you guys want to hop on with me at 6, or no, we could do it again if you guys wanted to jump on again and do a presentation. Or for anyone who's ready to go, please text me or text Johnson on WhatsApp to let us know you're ready to go. We'll get your information and get your application filled out and get you plugged in, because Johnson and I have a few more calls that we need to get to and expose more people around the world. Guys, we're this up and we want you to be with us. So thank you so much for taking time to listen to what we had to say, and we will see you all on the beaches of the world. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, Jennifer, we'll talk to you shortly.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.